Hi everyone, this is Anna with Jumpstead Farm. Please forgive my voice. I've been fighting a cold over the past couple of weeks and it's just kind of hanging in there right now. But I was really excited and I wanted to share with you guys because I'm starting something new now that the traditional gardening season is over for my area. And it's something that I've always had an interest in, but I didn't even know where to start to try this. But it is growing hydroponically. Now, I do not have the big fancy setup for the hydroponic system, but with this kit that I was sent by Apoloseedic, you have everything that you need, and you can even DIY your own hydroponic system for pennies. So let me show you what is inside the box. This is an heirloom salad kit. They have 4 seed packs to choose from, and you can choose either, like what I got was the lettuce, the heirloom lettuce. They have a fruit one, which I think is like strawberries and stuff like that, herbs, and then they have a tomato and pepper. But I like to have fresh salads through the winter, and since this is going to be done inside, I thought that I would give that a try. So here we go. Inside the kit that they have sent me, we have your seed packet, which is down in here. We have your grow sponges. You have your grow domes. These are your nutrient bottles. They're listed as A and B. We will be adding warm water to these. This is the heirloom salad series, and it has red romaine lettuce, green romaine lettuce, American lettuce, butterhead lettuce, Paris Island lettuce, and some spinach. These are the little grow domes. So let's get started putting these together. So we're going to pull out the seeds, and their seeds are supposed to have a 90% germination rate. And inside the seed packet, they also include some little tweezers that will help put the seeds into the pods. First thing that I did was to soak my lettuce seeds. Now, I didn't soak them in tap water. You can use tap water if you want, but I did mine in filtered water. And I did this for 12 hours, and it's to help soften the seed coats. Now, also, you need to soak your grow sponges in water for about 5 minutes. So these have been soaking for 5 minutes. So this is one of our grow baskets. And we are going to take one of our grow sponges that have been soaked in water for 5 minutes. Place it down in there. And it has a little hole right in here to where we can put our seeds. So I mixed up my seeds. I wanted to do that because I'm just going to cut my lettuces as they get tall enough for me to enjoy them. And I like the mix, so I did not do them separately. Okay, now it says to add about 3 seeds to each pod. I'm going to get me a little spinach seed. Here's our spinach seed. They're really big. Just a couple more. Put them down in there. As I mentioned earlier, I do not have the hydroponic system. Now, you can get those on Amazon if you would like to use that. But for me, I'm just going to do the DIY version. So what I used are 2 liters And I took my 2-liter and I cut the top off. And as you can see, these will fit right down in the top. Just perfect. And then you'll take your top, flip it over, and set it down inside of your bottom of the 2-liter. Now, as you can see in here, the liquid is going to be in here. And you want to be sure that you cut your 2-liter to where the liquid is going to meet that right there. So we have our soaked grow sponge, which already has our soaked seeds put down in there, and we've placed that inside our grow basket. We have cut our 2-liter to fit the way we need it to. This is a smaller, this is one of the, I think, 16-ounce bottles from the store. I think they work too. We'll just set that down in there, and that works just perfectly fine. Here we have our nutrient bottles, A and B, and what we're going to do with them is we need to remove the seals, take the top off and remove the seals. We will fill both bottles with warm water, and then we're going to gently shake that up because it's got the nutrients down in there. Then we are going to add 1 teaspoon to every 4 cups. So let's go get that warm water. I have my warm water and I'm going to fill these up. And that one's done. I'm going to put the tops back on them and then shake these up. I have my 4 cups of water in a quart jar. And yes, it filled it up, but I wanted to store this in the jar to make sure that I was getting the measurements correctly. So now we are going to put our nutrients into the 4 cups of water. It calls for 1 teaspoon of A nutrient, and 1 teaspoon of B nutrient. I'm going to take my 2-liter. Here is our items that we have put together. I'm going to set that just down to the side for right now, carefully, not to tip it over. And I'm going to try to carefully pour this into our 2-liter and replace. Now, as we can tell that it is sitting down in that liquid. Let's see if I can get a better angle without this tipping over. It's sitting down in that nutrient liquid the way it needs to be. And I'm going to make another one to put in this 2-liter. All right, so I have my 3-liter bottles that I am using to grow my seeds in, and the 4 cups that I used filled these 3. Now I still have plenty of these and the pods to grow more. I just need to collect more of the 2 liters to get more going. And giving myself time to collect more 2 liters is actually like succession planting. So while these are growing up and I'll be able to use them, I'll be getting another set going. I will be taking these and putting them in a windowsill that has the most sun through the day. We are in winter right now, and it may take these a little bit longer to grow out. Now there's enough nutrients inside that seed right now for it to germinate just fine. It's once it starts growing, it will have the nutrients from the water, but it also needs the sunlight. And tune in for part 2 to see how well these grow in the windowsill. And if you go to the page description, there will be a link to where you can go to Apoloseedic and get 10% off this very kit for the month of December. It is really nice, guys. I mean, it has everything in here to get you started to grow at home hydroponically. And the last thing that we are going to do is we take our little domes and we will be putting them over top, just like a mini greenhouse. And you don't remove these until they sprout. So there we go. We are ready to grow. Thank you guys for joining me here at Jonestead Farm.